Guys, I'm here with my revisit to WrestleMania 1 for my WrestleMania review series. Now here's the thing, I decided to make 1 and 2 a revisit because I've already reviewed them on here, and I didn't want to start the actual WrestleMania review series with WrestleMania 3. Don't get me wrong, it'd be a good one to actually start the series with, but it's better if I go, 1, 2, and all the way through till we get to WrestleMania 31. And I'm going to try to get this done for WrestleMania 31. I may not get it completely done for WrestleMania 31, but this is a revisit. It has been about a year since I reviewed this show, and I watch it every year, so I will revisit WrestleManias. I normally don't revisit shows I watch, but this is just for my actual series of WrestleManias. So, if you watched the WrestleMania 1 review, the original one, fine. This probably isn't going to vary too much from it, but, it's always nice to go back and revisit because you might change your mind. Anyway, WrestleMania 1, the event that started it all. March the 31st, 1985 from Madison Square Garden in New York City. Gene Okerlund performs the national anthem here. That's random, but whatever. So then the first ever match at WrestleMania takes place. Tito Santana versus the Executioner. 1 star, which I believe is what I gave it in the last review I did of this show. So it didn't really change much. So 1 star. It's an okay match with Tito Santana winning. So the next match is a infamous match in just the fact that WWE for a while claimed it was the shortest match in history at 9 seconds when it's actually about 13 seconds. If you watch from bell to bell, it's about 13 seconds. But it's King Kong Bundy versus Special Delivery Jones. This is a squash match, so I'm not going to give it a star rating, which I don't think I did in the last review. But I don't think you can give a squash match a rating, unless it's a squash match that somehow tells a story, and they were building Bundy up at that time. Now, this is also the only time in WWE that Jimmy Hart managed King Kong Bundy, and that is because he later traded Bundy to Bobby Heenan for Adrian Adonis, and that's how Bobby Heenan got King Kong Bundy. But no stars. Next match, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat taking on Matt Bourne, who I don't know if I mentioned in the first review or not, but Matt Bourne is the original Doink the Clown. Yeah, Matt Bourne was the original Doink the Clown, so, yeah. This is a 1.5 star match. Steamboat wins. I think I gave it 2 stars in the last review I did. So it dropped a half a star the second time I watched it, but I think I gave it 2 stars in the last review I did. So it's an okay match, but so the next match is David Sammartino versus Brutus Beefcake. This is a hard match to rate because it's a boring match to watch, but from a technical standpoint, it's an okay match. But it's one of those matches that if it ran today, the crowd would chant boring all the way through it, because honestly, this match is boring, so I only gave it 1 star. And yeah, so it's just a boring match to watch. Because I guess with the Sammartinos, you have to try to do wrestling from like the 70s and whatnot. But remember, wrestling is still entertainment. And this is just a boring match. And nothing really saves this match. Not even Bruno Sammartino saves it. Although I do know that they use this match to set up some house show tag matches with the Sammartinos against Beefcake and Johnny Valiant. But I know that was on purpose it served, but then David Sammartino got fired shortly after WrestleMania 1. So, and then had a falling out with Bruno. So, so the next match is our first championship match, the first of 3 championship matches. It's the Intercontinental Championship match. Greg Dammer Valentine versus the Junkyard Dog. 2.5 stars this match. I think I gave it 3 in the last review I did. It's 2.5. And really, when I dropping it back to 2.5 from 3, is really because, honestly, this goes to show you one of the things that's kind of dumb in wrestling, even, you know, in a lot of different things. Because now, you know, they always say that every decision is final. Well, what happens in this match is Greg Valentine gets a 1-2-3, meaning he wins the match. But Tito Santana comes out, tells the referee that Valentine had the ropes, and it makes the referee then restart the match and Valentine gets counted out. Now, with the way the Junkyard Dog lost here, it would not have hurt him if they would have just kept it like that. He lost because Valentine cheated. Okay, so that would not have hurt him at all as they were trying to build him up. Because he was undefeated this time. This would not have hurt, and it would have given a reason for to have other matches down the road with them. Instead, you go this route, which still gave, you know, which still allowed for that to happen, which still allowed for it to happen and all that. But I think they should have gone with a pinfall finish. Next match, WWE Tag Team Championship match. The U.S. Express, Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda, versus the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkoff. 2-star tag match. It's a normal tag match, in that it's a traditional tag team formula, so to speak. Shiek and Volkoff win after Shiek hits Barry Windham with, after the Shiek hits Barry Windham with Freddie Blassie's cane. 2 stars, which I believe is what I gave it in the last review. Next match, the $15,000 Body Slam match. The only match from this WrestleMania to make it in 30 years WrestleMania in WWE 2K14. And that's Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd. If you're a technical guy who wants a technical masterpiece, this ain't it. This is a big man match. This is a traditional big man match, and some of them can be good. With Andre and Studd, you've got the makings of a decent big man match. That's what this is. It's 2 stars. Tells a good story. The commentators do a good job telling the story throughout the match. And Andre wins by slamming Studd. 2 stars. Next match, WWE Women's Championship match. Leilani Kai defending against Wendy Richter. 1.5 stars. I think I might have given this 1 star in the previous review. Richter wins by reversing a crossbody. Be there in a minute! By reversing a crossbody and rolling through into a pinfall on Leilani Kai. So, but yeah, I think I gave this 1.5. I think I gave this 1 star. I bumped it up a half star now. So, still better than the majority of Divas matches today, though. Of course, Leilani, in hindsight, I would say Leilani Kai probably should have won, given the fact that Wendy Richter left the company shortly after this, and thus the original Screwjob happened. Which, if you know wrestling history, Wendy Richter left. She lost, and she lost the championship to the Black Spider Lady, which was the fastest move under a mask. And she was not told there was going to be a title change. And it's called the original Screwjob. And Wendy Richter left right after that. Now the Screwjob part was why she left. So just in case you think that that's the reason, that it was any other reason, no, she left because of that whole thing with the original Screwjob. So then we get our main event: Hulk Hogan and Mr. T versus Rowdy Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, where everybody except Muhammad Ali, who has anything to do in this match, well, minus the guest ring announcer and timekeeper, all of them are in the Hall of Fame, are in the WWE Hall of Fame. Hulk Hogan, Mr. T, Jimmy Snuka, Paul Orndorff, Roddy Piper, Bob Orton Sr., Pat Patterson. So, the 7 main people who worked this match. And it's a good match. It's 3 stars. Hogan and T win, as they probably should have at that time. So it was okay. It was a 3-star match. But of course, Hogan had not arrived yet. Hogan did not officially arrive to WrestleMania 3. We'll get to that. So, by the way, special guest referee in this match was Pat Patterson, and the inside referee, Muhammad Ali, was the outside referee. Although I would have Muhammad Ali be the inside referee, because I don't know why Pat Patterson was the inside referee for this match. I really don't. Special ring announcer for the main event was Billy Martin, the former, at the time, the former manager of the New York Yankees, or the Mets, one of those 2 New York teams. I don't know. I don't watch baseball much, so I'm not a big sports guy. I watch some, but I'm not a really huge sports guy. So there's certain people I know are connected to certain teams. I don't know what team Billy Martin coached for. I believe they said the Yankees, but it could have been the Mets. If you know, leave it in the comments section. And the special timekeeper was Liberace, who does a dance with the Radio City with the Rockettes. So, out of a possible 45 stars, this show gets a 14.5. So, they have a star away from 15 stars out of a possible 45, so not that bad. And like I said, this is the first, so it gets a little bit more leeway. Under the way I give it, I have to rate it right outside the C, because it is right outside of it. But it would be more of a C- than a C. It would be a C- more than anything. It would be a very high D+ to a very low C-, up somewhere around there. So, the next review in this series is WrestleMania 2. A WrestleMania that Vince tried to copy the NWA then. And I will get to that when I get to WrestleMania 2, which is next in this series. So, if you liked the video, hit the like button down there, hit the subscribe button down there, and thank you for watching. Bye.